Hello and welcome to some information about our VTOS Navan Level 4 course. This course is called Boost Your English and Learn Customer Service Skills. So what we're trying to do is help people improve their written English, their listening, their speaking, their reading, and also learn a valuable skill that will help you with employment and help you get a job. So customer service skills are needed in the retail business, they're needed in hospitality, maybe in restaurants and in hotels. If you're involved in telesales, if you're involved in a lot of jobs where you're dealing with the public, it's very important that you have customer service skills. And more employers are looking now for employees to be able to interact and deal with the public. So having studied customer service skills will hopefully give you an advantage when you're going looking for a job. So this course is ideal if you're taking that first step back to education. So if you've been thinking for a while, you might like to come back to education and you're not sure, this course is a great introduction to coming back to full-time education. You're basically going to go back and study English and maths and computing, and you're going to get some extra modules that will help you look for employment. It's also a very good course if English is not your first language. So perhaps you've been living in Ireland for a while, your oral English, your speaking and listening is good, but you might want to improve on that. But you really want to improve on your written work. Perhaps you want to go for a job and you might have to fill out health and safety reports, or you might have to fill out a daily log and you're not confident in your written English. Then this course will be the course for you, because you're going to be hearing and listening to English every day. You're going to be reading and writing English every day. Our class sizes are small. We tend to have maybe 10 to 12 people in our level 4 class. That means that you'll be able to have individual attention while also interacting and learning from your classmates. The course is full-time, which means that it runs from Monday to Friday every week. As mentioned in the introduction, we take the same holidays as the schools. So at the midterm breaks, at the Christmas and Easter breaks, if your children are off, you'll be off too. We start at 9:30 in the morning to give parents time to bring their children to school and still get into VTOS on time, and we finish at 2:30 every day. Again, to help you fit in around your children. If they're at school, you'll be finished at 2:30 and perhaps able to pick them up from school, or they'll only be maybe in a childminders for a short period of time. We are really lucky to have great teachers who are dedicated and expert in teaching adults. The teachers that work in VTOS Navan, most of them have been working with adults for a great number of years, 10 years plus, and they have a lot of experience of working with adults and teaching adults. So everything that you think you're coming up against and any problems, they have been there, they have helped students come through them, and they're there to help you on this course. In QQI, or when we're looking for accreditation, our courses are accredited by QQI, which is Quality and Qualifications Ireland. So the course that you're on, the Boost Your English and Learn Customer Service Skills, is accredited at level 4 on the National Framework of Qualifications, and the overall award will be in retail skills. So you might wonder what subjects you'll be doing. So we do what we call the core subjects. So the core subjects are communications, which is really English in another form. It's how we communicate. So you'll be listening to English. You'll be speaking English in this course. So you might be having discussions within the classroom. You might be having debates within the classroom. There'll be a big emphasis on your written English in the communications course. So you'll be looking at how you write formal letters or in a formal report. You'll be looking at how we write informally. You'll have lots of practice every week at writing English in all of your subjects, but particularly in the communications course. You'll be doing maths. Now maths, sometimes people are a little bit apprehensive of maths, but this is everyday maths. It's the maths that you need perhaps to help your children with their homework. It's the maths you need if you're in the shop or at the bank and you're trying to work out percentages and VAT rates and everything like that. It's the useful maths, and again we have a great maths teacher who absolutely loves teaching maths, so you'll come out of this course really enjoying maths. We have IT skills, which is really computing and making sure that you're comfortable with everyday computing skills that we all need now. So for example, making sure that you can email, that you can attach a document to an email, that you can write up a report in Word, that you know how to set up a spreadsheet in Excel. So basic and a bit more IT skills to help you in the skills that you might need if you went into the workplace. You'll be looking and using Microsoft Office. You'll be using Microsoft 365, the email system that we use in LMETB, and there's a lot of packages within that. So you get a great exposure, and hopefully you will come out of the course quite competent in the everyday IT skills that you might need in a job. For anybody who's on the course and English is not your first language, we offer English support classes both for your oral English and for your written English every week. The work-related modules that we do then, the first one is team working, and we've talked to a few employers over the years, and team working is really something that employers are really looking for more and more when they're employing people. So for example, yesterday I was asked to give a reference for one of our former VTOS students, and one of the first questions I was asked was, how did I think this person would work within a team, and what experience did the person have of being in a team? Now when you're in a class, you're in a team, so you're interacting with other people, you're working towards perhaps a group project, but you also look at how teams work in this module. You do a work experience module, which is great because it prepares you for the workplace. You'll come out with an up-to-date CV, job networking, job finding strategies, but you'll do a mock interview. But most importantly as well, you will also have a 2-week work placement. So you will find a local employer in the retail business, and you'll work there for 2 weeks, usually around March, April. Then we have 2 modules to do with customer service. So you have a module in customer service and you have a module in retail sales techniques. Really what you're learning there is, what is customer service? What is good? How do we know good customer service? How do we recognize bad customer service? And the importance of being able to sell and being very well used to dealing with the public if you're in front of the public, and the tricks of the trade that you might learn. We then do 2 modules which are specifically connected with health and safety. Again, something that a lot of employers are looking for. So food safety is a really enjoyable module that we do, and it's really useful for anyone who might want to work in a shop where there's perhaps a deli, who might want to go into the hotel business or into a restaurant. So you learn the do's and don'ts of handling food in a safe manner when it's for public consumption. As part of this course, we also have HACCP accreditation. So HACCP is the minimum accreditation that people need if they're going to be working with food in the workplace. So you will do a 1-day course, and at the end of it you have a HACCP food safety qualification that will last you for 2 years. Then we do workplace safety, where you'll be looking at health and safety regulations that any employee needs to know if they're working in an Irish company, and the latest updates and workplace safety regulations that might exist in your future employment. It's a subject that's even more important now as we are negotiating our way through the COVID-19 pandemic. So we just finished now with a couple of pictures from students that we had here actually 2 years ago, the 2018-19 class, they had a craft and food fair, and they made everything themselves, and they also had buns, and which they had done as part of their food safety course. Their team working module was where they made all their lovely crafts and food, and then as part of their customer service module they actually set up stalls and sold everything that they had made, and all the money went to charity. It was a great day and enjoyed by everybody. And this is just a picture of our VTOS students, all on the left hand side there, and then some of our VTOS teachers, as well as part-time students that also are in our Railway Street campus in LMETB in Navan. So it was Adult Learners Week. It's a nice happy photograph, and hopefully it gives you a sense of VTOS is a good place to be. You'll be among a lot of people also trying to come back to education, and as you can see, everyone is smiling, and VTOS is a very good place for making new friends and learning new things. We hope to see you in September. Thank you.